Good morning. Rise and shine, my friends. Today is Wednesday, June 5th, and this is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Katherine Hobbs. Thank you so much for starting your morning with me. Today's highs are sitting in the low 90s, and the storms are rolling back through, so please be safe out there. Well, today is Global Running Day, and it has been a very, very good long while since I ran regularly, but in another lifetime, I was actually quite athletic. My years on my high school's marathon team were some of my favorite, except for the days they had us doing drills up Heartbreak Hill, and if you have ever run in Boston, you know my pain. If you've done a better job keeping up the practice than me, there are some great ways to celebrate around North Texas. More on that in just a minute, but first, let's get you the news you need to start your day. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton wants the state's highest civil court to overturn state bar sanctions made against him in the wake of his failed attempt to overturn the 2020 election. The state bar sued to punish Paxton in 2022 for asking the U.S. Supreme Court to block President Joe Biden's 2020 election win based on what he said were false claims of fraud. The Fifth Court of Appeals ruled 2-1 in April to uphold the punishment. In a press release Tuesday, Paxton's office said the ruling was, quote, politically motivated lawfare and called the state bar's sanction a retaliatory response to his good faith concerns about the presidential election after Donald Trump lost to Joe Biden. Okay, have any of you tried any of the probiotic good for your gut sodas out there? There are a few I really enjoy, but one particular brand might just be off the market soon. Austin-based Poppy is now the subject of a class action lawsuit. Allegedly, the company has misrepresented the drink's health benefits. One nutritionist cited in the suit claims that the drinks are, quote, essentially just sugar water. A spokesperson for the company said the brand is proud of their products and stands behind their drinks. For some people, mobile homes are an affordable alternative to buying a traditional house. Owners often buy mobile homes and rent the land that they put them on. As Fort Worth Report's Sandra Sadek explains, this mix can get really complicated and can become a financial disaster for owners.
Teresa Patterson has lived for 24 years at Indian Creek, a mobile home park near the southeast Fort Worth neighborhood of Echo Heights. Although she owns the home she lives in, she still has to pay rent for the land to place her home. In many ways, she is both a renter and a homeowner.
I pay taxes like a regular owner on the house. I pay property taxes to Tarrant County on the house. So, I have all the responsibilities of an owner.
Fort Worth zoning does not allow mobile homes inside city limits unless it is in a designated mobile park. That means even if you own land inside the city, you cannot put your mobile home on it. Because there are so few options where these houses can be located, the current mobile home model essentially squeezes every dollar out of a person. Hannah Leibovitz is an assistant professor of public affairs and planning at the University of Texas at Arlington.
It's similar almost if we think about the dollar store model. And the theory is it's cheaper because it's a dollar store, but actually the per unit cost for most items at dollar stores is significantly higher than at regular grocery stores.
Unlike brick and mortar houses, mobile homes do not accumulate value over time. Instead, the value diminishes, similar to a new car you buy and drive off the lot. And when mobile homeowners lose their home, they can be worse off than in the beginning. Myra Leva and her husband financially could not qualify for a home. So, in 2018, they bought a used mobile home instead. Its value nearly doubled after renovations. In December 2023, the mobile home park they lived in told them they were not renewing their lease for the land. Leva had 2 months to find money to move the house, which was completely paid off. They sold the home for a fraction of its value.
We really put up our effort on that house, and then just give it away is like, boom, killing me.
Many cities are exploring mobile homes as a solution to address affordable housing despite financial risks. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development announced in February a new grant program for mobile homes. That same month, more than 1,000 mobile homes were purchased in Texas. Despite those trends, there is little research on the financial impact of mobile homes. And some, like Leibovitz, are not convinced it is a sustainable solution yet.
we might be able to get there, but right now there are too many gaps that can create too many opportunities for economic exploitation and not enough opportunities for true economic growth and housing security.
Leva and her husband are back in an apartment. Their rent is now triple what they paid at the mobile home park.
If I knew it all this, I'd never buy the house. I'm mobile home. Here, they don't explain to you anything. When you sign the contract, they don't tell you the reality.
As for Teresa Patterson, the longtime mobile park resident, she was also not renewed by her landlord. She has until July to move her house. She is working on a book about her experience called Trailer Trash.
I didn't know how it was going to end, but now I know how it ends.
That was KERA's Sandra Sadek. The Rangers lost to the Detroit Tigers last night, 3-1. But the Mavs are going head-to-head with the Boston Celtics tomorrow night. They're going to be trying to secure their title as NBA champions. Watch parties are going to be happening all around town, including at the AT&T Discovery Center. There are 7 types of freshwater mussels found throughout Texas, and some of them have been listed under the Endangered Species Act. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has declared 6 species as endangered and another as threatened. These freshwater mussels act kind of like livers of the waterways. They filter harmful substances like algae and clean the bodies of water. But the species have declined in recent years because of population growth and development, which are destroying their habitats. They've also been really heavily impacted by changes to rainfall and droughts, which increase the water temperatures when the rivers are low. As if that wasn't enough, they're also impacted by dam construction. Experts at Texas A&M Natural Resources Institute are currently working on a plan to preserve the species. Remember how I said today is Global Running Day? Well, if you're a happily retired runner like myself and won't be hitting the roads, or if you just love a good documentary, check out Road to Leadville 100 Si Se Puede. The inspirational documentary follows Daniel Flores' journey to the Leadville Trail 100, one of the most challenging ultra-marathons in the world. The screening will be held tonight at Dallas's Latino Cultural Center at 7 p.m., and tickets are free, but RSVPs are required. To check out more events happening in the Metroplex, you can always go to kera.org/calendar. Thank you so much for starting your day with me today. I am so glad you take a few minutes to listen each morning. Be sure to subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA newsletter, also by yours truly at KERAnews.org, and check us out on Instagram and Threads at KERATX. I'm Katherine Hobbs. We'll chat again tomorrow.